welcome back to the channel. Well, if you've been following my Instagram, then you know we've been doing some dyno testing. If you haven't been following my Instagram, well, that sucks for you. Follow my Instagram. But yeah, so Reaper's on the dyno. Today we're actually doing some E85 testing on some high boost. So yeah, that means built motors in there, built trans is in there. So big shout out to L&M Engines and to Pure Drivetrain Solutions, because yeah, that stuff is stout. But we're running over 20 pounds of boost today doing these tests. So the main thing that we did was our cats are on a V-band, so we took the cats off for this test, put a test pipe in, because we're just doing a test right here on the dyno. And what we'll do is, when it's time to leave, is put the cats back on. Simple as that. But in the meantime, we knew that those stock cats weren't going to be able to handle the boost that we were going to be throwing at this thing. It was going to be way too much airflow, so too much airflow and too much heat. So it still has the stock manifolds, still has a closed air box. First test is on the 325 pulley, and the next test, if everything looks good, will be on the 3.0 pulley. Yeah. So we're talking mid-20s in the boost range. So that is Airflow Solutions ported Whipple Gen 3. And yeah, I mean, pretty much most of this build you guys know. I mean, Oz is running on the keyboard for us, so we're doing some logging and he's taking a look, making sure everything's good, and we're making some power. That's the goal here. We've done a lot of 93 tests as well. Those videos will be coming out as well. This one may come before it, may come after it, but nonetheless, we aren't skipping any progressions. Just because you may not see them in the order that is actually progressive, doesn't mean we're actually skipping. It just means we may skip which gets released due to what tests we're doing at the time. Because I don't really want to give you guys half of a video or a video that isn't conclusive on anything. So it means we save data and we compile and we do more tests. So I've been here a few different times over the last 2 weeks, which is why I haven't really had videos out, because we've been just doing some different tests. But yeah, so this is stock heads, stock cams, ported blower, JDPS Performance Solutions dual pump returnless fuel system. That's right, we're gonna be making over 1,000 horsepower on a returnless system. Who knew? But yeah, man, we have the XDI pump on here, which honestly for this test particularly, the E85 high boost test, it's not as relevant as it is on the 93. On the 93, it is crazy because it allows us to make, I mean, we made over 700 horsepower with the cats, with the stock manifolds on 93. So let that sink in. But yeah. So we're gonna jump right on in, let you guys see the test, see what we can make, and the goal is obviously over 1,000. That's just at this point standard. It's like, yeah, you just shake it up. Yeah, I got to make over 1,000. You know, just shrug it off. 1,000 horsepower daily driven vehicle. You know, who doesn't have that? But yeah, the goal is no matter which test we look at, whether it's SAE or STD, that it's over 1,000, or uncorrected, that it's over 1,000. All of them, I want over 1,000. And we won't be going for our kill pulley today, because we do have one that's smaller than the 3.0 that can really, it's violent. So we're gonna hold off on that one for a little bit. Not for long, but for a little bit. We'll wait until we get our exhaust system from SPD, so we're a little more free flowing, and then we'll worry about putting that pulley on. Because that stock Y pipe's only 2.5 inch, like it is choked up on the exhaust side. So any power that we make over 1,000 with stock size exhaust, let that sink in. But yeah, let's jump in and go from there.
let's go to standard so we can get a comparison back. 1023 and 854.
Okay, and that's standard. Alright.
So now let's see what we got under it. 978.8.
Okay. And the fun part is, I still got another pulley. Well, I got two more, but only one more we're going to test today. 23.5 pounds of boost on the 3.2 pulley. Said we give one more to back it up, and then go to the 3.0. Oh man. Ooh, baby. So we're on SAE now. We're at 985 and 822. On standard, we're over 1,000. We're at 1,023 on standard, but so it's whichever your preference is to hear. Either way, by the next pulley swap, it ain't gonna matter. Both of them will be over 1,000. So, woo! So we're gonna back this up and go from there. Oh my God! But AFS did the porting on this blower. 23.5 pounds on a pulley that normally gets me about 20 pounds. Wow. So it's got the Whipple race port as well as the AFS porting for the runners and everything. So the blower's tricked out. It's ported. My goodness. My God. On and pop. Let's go. Said we're gonna back that up. We're making this second pull with less than 5 minutes after the first pull, just to get a backup of what I should really expect to have on that pulley on the street. So let's see. Oh yeah, I can see. All right, now that's impressive. That's impressive. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap the pulley. Because that wasn't all the sauce. No. That's the sad part. That was not all the sauce. So we're about to swap the pulley to the 3.0 pulley. And whew, I'm gonna see what my heart can take because I got bad nerves. You know, it's been a long time to really get to where we're at. So like so many different hiccups, one thing is another. But I'd say that L&M engine, that Whipple Gen 5 3-liter Cobra Jet one, Oz tuning, that JD Performance Solutions fuel system, are all working very well together. Xtrem-DI pump is in there as well. Even though this is on E, so at a high boost E, so it's not really where the Xtreme pump is getting its best usage from me. That is more on the 93 side. So when we do turn down towards our street trim, that one still makes great power, over 700 horsepower on 93. Again, this is still stock manifolds. Now we do have a test pipe on here for this because it was just gonna be too much boost. So what we did was we have V-band clamps on our cats. So we took the stock cats off, put the V-band clamps on them so we can put those back on whenever we need to. So for this test, at 20 plus pounds of boost, we didn't want to try and push that through the stock cats. So we took those off for the dyno test. After dyno is done, we'll put those back on. So when we're on the street, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not even going to leave. I may leave on that boost, but I'm not going to be racing right now anyway. I'm still just normal driving, so There's no point in riding around catless. One, the sound. Two, why go through that type of headache, you know? I can play by the rules. We're still waiting for our exhaust. We have something special coming from SPD Performance. So, yeah. But for right now, I mean, you figure those are stock manifolds going into a 2.5-inch Y pipe. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. It's going to be crazy when we get that exhaust from SPD to really let this thing start flowing. Some 3-inch pipe. But yeah, he's going to change the pulley and we'll get right back at it. All right, so we're getting ready to make our final pull. We're going to pull it all the way to 7,500. See what she makes, and that'll be it for today. Should be hopefully about 1050. Now keep in mind, this is 6th gear. 7th gear, which is our 1-to-1 gear, you can probably add about another 60 horsepower. So it'll be over 1,100 real in the actual real world, but we'll see. Woo. It was a pretty productive day. Gotta love it. Let's go. This is STD, so let's go to SAE. Well, yeah, so we're driving back after having, I gotta say, a pretty satisfying day here at the dyno. And again, that's a big shout out to Dana Ford in the DAS department. Those guys helped me out a lot. And Big Mike Reisman, he's my guy there over there. He's oh man, I can't say thank you enough. I can't express it enough. But yeah, so that's 1,044 SAE, 1,085 STD, and 1,040 something uncorrected. So any which way, shape, or form you want to look at it, we're over 1,000 horsepower. No matter which dyno correction factors you like to look at, we're over 1,000 horsepower. And it's still pretty much a daily driver. I mean, I don't drive it every day, but I drive it enough. York, went there, went on the dyno, made over 1,000 horsepower, jumped back in it, and drove back from New York into New Jersey. Now, don't get me wrong, these Jersey streets are very rough. But yeah, I'm happy. Especially considering we're not even turned up. Like, we still have our exhaust system that'll be coming on soon to help the flow of get those gases out of there, and that's going to help increase power. I still have a closed air box on there, like, just primarily because, like I said, it's more of a daily driver, and I like street trim over race trim. Like, I have, don't get me wrong, an open filter that for a dyno purpose and testing, yeah, I'll do. Or if I'm shooting for a personal best or something at a track rental, then yeah, I'll do it. But otherwise, I prefer the closed filter box because it keeps some of that engine bay heat out, so I'm not sucking in hot air. Because when driving around, that's what you're going to get, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm almost at a loss of words. Big shout out to Whipple Superchargers, L&M Engines, the Pure Drivetrain Solutions, Oz Tuning as always, Ross Performance. What else do we have on this project? We have the Xtrem-DI pump. We have the JD Performance Solutions dual returnless fuel system. Amazingly, I was told that, you know, I forget who said it. Somebody said like 800 horsepower is where you stopped with returnless systems, but well, we're well over 1,000, and that system's very comfortable. So I don't know. I prefer it because it's a little less plumbing, a little less chaos in the engine. With doing a return, and a lot cheaper. So for the purpose of a dyno, we didn't get to show our fast suspension, but don't worry, we got some acceleration tests coming up where that one will get to help shine. Who else? If I'm forgetting somebody that's involved in this project, I'm sorry right now. But I think that's the main ones that are currently involved, and we have a few more that are supposed to be coming in soon. So we have a lot more stuff coming on, a lot more power that will be made. This as exciting as this is, it's only the tip of the iceberg. So we'll leave you guys with that though. But yeah, I'm certified 1,000+ horsepower by every means calculable, and I'm happy. So we're gonna leave you guys there and catch you in the next one. Next one should be some acceleration tests. See just what 1,000 horsepower what it really means. So yeah, boosted F-150 out.